Hey everybody, this is Elizabeth Taylor up in Sedona saying hello to you. I'm here to tell you about my case assessment paper. What I learned was the real question that's being asked for us in this video, and what I learned that might apply or help other social workers was that lead time was really helpful for me. I interviewed a boy I will call Max and his mother, whom I call Julie, not their names of course, and talking to Julie in advance about my interest in interviewing her and her son, and her being able to ask me questions about what she could do to help facilitate, where is the best time and location. And also those moments of being able to help Max understand what was going to happen before the event. I think that was really helpful. So lead time was huge for me. I don't know that it would have been as comfortable for Max had we talked about it one day and done it the next day. I also felt it was helpful to meet on familiar turf. We met in his school, so that was really cool because his mother teaches at his school, and so it was very comfortable for him. I also noticed that matching his mother's use of language helped him feel more comfortable. So I happened to have a kind of elaborate language style, and so did his mother as an English teacher. So I was able to just speak as I would normally speak to a child. I didn't have to talk down. I didn't need to have any baby talk. I just spoke to him like I'm speaking to you right now, and we had a great time. Of course, if his parent were of a slightly different English style or language style, I would probably adapt to that to help the child feel more comfortable. And I also found that mixing up the activities was good. If Max ever grew tired of the art part or grew tired of the problem solving, I just moved on to physical motor skills and then jumped back. So those were some things that might be helpful to other social workers. Was the ask helpful in the Southwest? Well, I think that would be relevant if my child were not English dominant. So let's pretend he wasn't. If I were working with a family not English predominant, I think that children from ages 4 to 5 might do well with the ask because they're old enough and know enough English from school to be able to work with me, and because the activities are often physical, it wouldn't be a problem. For children ages 0 to 3, though, I think that would require enough parental involvement that, at least in our community, that many of the parent-aged individuals are not bilingual and likely would not be able to understand some of the things I was requesting. Therefore, a translator would be needed. So I think the answer, whether or not it's suitable for the Southwest, is yes and no. I think it depends on the child. And probably the level of English within the household too. Clinically, I learned how the ask is just a really awesome assessment tool. I was amazed at how a few simple questions would yield a lot of information when translated into developmental readiness and skills. I liked that after I did the ask, I was able to just do some very simple research in our textbook to find out what proper interventions might be. And of course, if it was a more challenged situation, which mine was not, my boy did just kind of aced his experience. I could go into deeper referencing. You know, I could study some other books and some journals, of course. So I felt like the ask set me up to be able to do research very quickly and easily. And even kids who are well adjusted, I learned through my ask experience, still need help to make sure that they keep their progress on task and they stay ahead of the curve if that's where they're sitting, or they're able to continue to do well in the areas that are easy for them. So that's what I learned clinically. Personally, what I learned from the assignment is that kids are just fun. I'm not a parent. I never was interested in parenthood, so I haven't had a lot of time around children, and Max was super fun. His mom was super cool. He drew me a picture here. I'll show you of, I don't know, maybe me, maybe him. I forgot to ask him, but he sent me home with that, which is so sweet. And it was amazing to me how overall a few intelligent, simple questions used with a child I've never met and a parent I've never met were able to yield all kinds of information on his development status, and of course on, theorizing on possible future scenarios or trajectories that he might go through. Once again, Max and Julie were awesome to work with. It was easy and fun for me, and I hope your experience went as well. I look forward to hearing your story too. Thanks, guys.